Wherever there's trouble, G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, toy enthusiasts and those new to Tough Nerd Toys LLC. I'm your host, Uncle Nerd, and welcome to another episode of Busted Open. Busted it open since 2007, and today we'll be reviewing G.I. Joe 25th Anniversary Ranger, codename Sergeant Stalker. Ranger, codename Stalker, file name Wilkinson Lonzo R, serial number RA725054399. Primary military specialty, infantry. Secondary military specialty, medic and interpreter. Birthplace, Detroit, Michigan. Grade E5. Stalker was a warlord of a large urban street gang prior to enlistment, fluent in Spanish, Arabic, French, and Swahili. He graduated top of his class basic combat training, advanced in infantry training, top of class, special training U.S. Army Language School, Intelligence School, qualified expert in the M14, the M16, the M1911A1 automatic pistol, the M3A1 grease gun, the M32 pulverizer submachine gun. Stalker functions well under high-stress situations. He's intelligent, perceptive, and he moves like some sort of jungle cat, silent, fast, and strong. Okay, so today we'll be reviewing this guy, and yeah, I know he's old, I know he's very old, he's well over 10 years old now, but I was able to get a hold of this guy, and I just could not pass it up. So what we're going to do, we're going to check out the package, bust it open, and see if this guy's worth the scratch. Okay, so here we have one of my all-time favorites, Stalker. Everybody that I remember growing up, they were all into Roadblock and everything as being one of the ethnic characters, but I always loved Stalker, even from the comic books. And yeah, you see I got Duke back there. Yo, Joe! Yeah, whether you know it or not, I'm a very, very, very big G.I. Joe fan. And yeah, I know this character is very old. He's well over 10 years old now. But for some reason, I always had a problem acquiring Stalker, even as a little kid. I mean, I was able to get Alpine, I was able to get Roadblock, the many different variations of Roadblock, but I always had a problem acquiring a Stalker. Whenever I would go to like the store, the local toy store, either downtown or up in Irvington, where I live, not far from where I live, there was a place called Valley Fair. Every time I went there, Stalker was out. There would be a whole bunch of other Joes and even rare Cobra figures and stuff like that, but Stalker was always out. And I've always loved Stalker for the simple fact that he was to me, I found him to be way more interesting than Snake Eyes, because when you read like the bio and read the comic books, he was not a game. And I mean, let's get into the package right here, but like the package is done in the classic style, the nostalgic style of the old G.I. Joe figures and everything like that. You got the bio card on the back, and at the time these were the figures available within the line. You got Beachhead, Lady J, Buzzer, Serpentor, Cobra Commander, Zartan, Shipwreck, Stalker, my all-time favorite, the Red Cobra Ninja, and Firefly. Firefly was actually one of my first, if I'm not mistaken, he was one of my first Cobra figures. And then, I think it was a Cobra Soldier, but I know I was never able to get a hold of Stalker. So you know what we're going to do? Let's bust this guy open and see what he's got going on. But this package is just beautiful. And yeah, I'm busting him open. I don't care how classic he is. I just so happened to find him on eBay, and I was like, that's it. I'm getting this guy. That is it. I got to have him because I always loved Stalker. So let's bust this guy open real quick. And yeah, you see we got Duke in the background. G.I. Joe. Da, 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 da. Anytime I see G.I. Joe come on, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's due to my childhood, but I instantly get into this realm of nostalgia. And yeah, the way that Hasbro are doing these G.I. Joe figures and have done them since I would say since 2000 has been amazing. 2000, yeah, really since 2000 have been amazing. And the articulation is what I was talking about, is what they should put on the Star Wars figures. And at one time they were putting that articulation on the Star Wars figures, believe it or not. But I mean, Stalker looks great. He has a utility belt. This is removable, has great articulation, awesome knee joints. I say there are well more than 20 points of articulation on this guy right here. Let's bring it a little bit closer so you get a good look at what I'm talking about. Yeah, but Stalker looks amazing. And I've always liked Stalker because he had like the green beret on and stuff like this. And I love the way they did his face sculpt. He looks hardcore, bro. He looks hardcore. Look at him. Keep the convoy rolling. Remember in Revenge of Cobra? What I loved about Stalker, he rarely said anything, but when he did, it was always associated with action. Stalker would just be the man to go to, because like if you read any of the early G.I. Joe comic books, he, sad to say, he was the one that was on the front line ready to kill. I mean, Stalker was a goon, and I loved him because he was quiet, but he just did the business. And yeah, you know, the figure, the articulation and the detail on this figure is great. You got some nice ball joints going here, nice wrist joints going here, wrist joints going here, full of articulation. You can even swivel it up and down a little bit. Look, this guy is amazing. And yeah, you can take off the utility belt, but I'm not going to. And I mean, he has a holster for the guns and everything like that. His holster for his knife. He has right here, he comes with the grease gun and everything like that, which looks real good. The grease gun looks amazing. And he has he has a stand right there. Look at the nice stand, see, with the name on it, Sergeant Stalker, G.I. Joe from Hasbro. Man, this stuff brings back memories. And with the great detail that they give the figures, you can even relive the adventures even better now, because it looks like the character. It looks like, you know, the character from the cartoon or the comic book. This Stalker looks more like the comic book character, but you got his bayonet, his hunting knife, or his military knife, or what is this? What is it called? I forgot. Combat knife. I don't know what's going on with me. Had a rough day today. And you look, you can slip the combat knife right in here. Come on, wait, did I have it in? Oh, it was in there. Okay. You can slip the combat knife right in there. Looks awesome. And then he has a little pistol right here. And I love the way they gave these Joes all sorts of articulations. And yeah, I will be starting a little Joe channel, a little Joe playlist. So you guys, I'm heavy into G.I. Joes. I love G.I. Joes. This is why I was a little bit disappointed with the Star Wars figures by Hasbro, because at one time they were giving them this type of articulation. And look, you got the nice pistol right here. Looks like a 9mm or whatever. Could be wrong. I'm not a violent person. I don't know all guns or whatever case may be. And you could put the pistol right in his holster right here. Everything is great with Stalker. Articulation, head goes round, arm goes around, arm goes around. Leg spread is nice. You know, he has a nice crotch split, waist twist up, but it's up here. The waist twist is actually in his midsection right here. You have a nice pivot within the solo right here. I mean, he's great. You can put him in tons of poses, which is the way G.I. Joe should be. Has a nice rocker and twist on the ankles as well. Right here. There's no twisting of the calf or anything like on the Marvel Legends, because these guys are much smaller, but the articulation that they put on these guys and the detail, I mean, you got the nice molding on the little beret right here, so you can see like see a symbol right there. This guy is great. This guy is absolutely amazing. So I mean, like, you know, I happened to pick this guy up. I saw him on eBay and I was like, gimme. And he was going for a very, very good price. Look, they even molded in a little grenade right there. If you look real good, you can see they put like a grenade and everything. This guy, and there's like little belt buckles. They painted the belt buckles. There's no bleeding. I love the way he has like the hardcore mustache right there. I always liked Stalker because he was just different to me. He was just different to me than the rest of the Joes. I mean, like, yeah, like the Joes had on uniforms and stuff. He had on a Green Beret uniform. And again, he was one of my favorites. I enjoyed Stalker more than I did Roadblock. So what we're going to do, just check this guy out and tell me what you think, okay? whole, I love Stalker. Stalker is one of my all-time favorite. He looks amazing. The aesthetics of this figure is just absolutely amazing. I couldn't be more happier to acquire this figure. And I mean, I don't know, when I was selling them back in like 2007, 2008, I bought like a few cases of it, and I think the employees that were working for me at that time, they just shipped them out because these Joes were flying out the door. And I mean, like, I was never able to get a hold of a Stalker for myself. Yeah, that's some junk right there. How did the owner of the company end up not getting the figure? That's the main reason why I started selling figures, is so that I could be able to have like all the figures that I want at my fingertips. But I mean, like, you know, he's essentially a very good character. I've always loved Stalker. He's the best. He's the best. I love Stalker. I've enjoyed Stalker more than I enjoyed what's his name, Roadblock, as I stated before. And yeah, so I will be doing more G.I. Joe reviews, and I mean, because I have a ton of G.I. Joes I want you guys to check out. And boy, I'm trying to start this year out right. You know, I'm appreciating all the support that you guys are giving. And I mean, like, yeah. So, I mean, thanks again. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys' support, without your little comments. I mean, like, everything means a lot. Like I told you before, there's a lot coming down the pipeline for Tough Nerd Toys. So be on the lookout. Check out our channel. I'll be producing more videos more frequently to keep you guys enthralled and entertained. And definitely, like, talk to me. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, you know, or what figures you want me to review. As I stated before, I have a plethora of G.I. Joes I want you guys to check out. I have a lot of G.I. Joes. Whether you know that I'm not just Marvel Legends or everything, I'm well-rounded. I like them all. I like them all. So, you know, I think we'll leave on that note. And with that being said, that brings this review to a close. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe here on YouTube, and share this video. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and finally Twitch for more unedited dialogue, news, reviews, and gameplay. Finally, don't forget to hit the donate button, as any little bit counts and it's greatly appreciated. Not to mention a portion of proceeds go to various charities. I'm Uncle Nerd, thanks for tuning in. And don't forget, if you buy a toy, bust it open. Keep the convoy rolling. Yo, Joe! Yo, Joe!